Hello and thank you for watching. If you're a software company and you sell solutions and you're looking for ways to get more leads, more inquiries, more sales, this video is going to help you. So basically, I've got this company here, SoftLogic, and they've approached us and they're asking us what's the best way to market this business? How do we attract our ideal customer? How can we get our offering in front of that ideal customer? So this is basically an audit, and in conjunction with that, we're going to have a look at the keyword research. We're going to try and understand a little bit more about the audience, and then see what the best way to market this business. So first and foremost, as I said, this is a software company that builds high-end systems specifically for a number of different applications. In this case, they've got we're just going to go to the homepage here. They've got a Chef Max, an Invincible system, and several other systems, which are very hard to paint a picture to the target audience what it is you do. So the client's kind of having difficulties approaching the right customer. So when I look at this, what I see is specifically with the Chef Max menu management. It's a menu management system that restaurants can use, high-end restaurants, and they can take in just about any information that they need from the end user, being the customer, like allergies and dietary conditions and anything that would be required for a chef to know when submitting an order. So this system will allow people to make their online ordering, and there's probably a number of different things that this system will enable the company to do, like manage inventory, stock, staff. There's probably a few others. So I guess when you look at this, you can start visualizing what those problems are that this product solves, and as we look into those, we can then start unpacking what those common problems are in the marketplace. So for instance, somebody that runs a restaurant, what problems do they have with their restaurant, and specifically with managing menus, staff, nutrition preference, dietary preferences and allergies and conditions, and inventory and purchasing. What are the common ways businesses use to solve these problems? And now, if the common way to solve these problems is to get 3 or 4 or 5 different solutions and string them all together, then that's a good indication of where the market's at, where the restaurants are at. And that's what we can do to start collaborating to these people. Hey, here's a system that enables you to streamline your process, make your life a lot easier, so you can manage staff, inventory, customer requirements, allergies, all in the one system in this solution. So that's basically what I would be doing there, is to try and narrow down what those problems are to the end user, and then try to identify what current systems they're using at the moment, and then demonstrate how those problems are solved using your technology. In this case, Chef Max menu management. So that's where I'd be going with this. And then, of course, a little bit of reverse engineering, having a look at Google AdWords itself. And now that we know it's a menu management system, and there could be like many other ways people go about searching for this product. But for the most part, we always try to work on the most obvious way to say it, or the way they would normally say it. So menu management system. And as we can see, we've got quite a number of additional inquiries here, which are management systems, software, PDF, systems for restaurants, menu managements in restaurants. So you can see pretty quickly that this market is looking for a solution. So immediately what we can see, which is good, is that what we got is a work management tool, which is Monday, and this tool is very broad. Well, I'm sure they have their ideal customer, but I think what they're doing is targeting broad. They're just saying here you can use this management system to also manage menus, which is not possible. We all know that. CRM for restaurants. Okay, so that could be something. And the reason why I'm focusing on these top ones is because they're running ads. They're paying for this advertisement. So if I look at the top 10 menu management softwares, and I have a look, free restaurant menu board and online menu management. So basically, I'm just walking through the first page and trying to pick them all apart to see what I can find and see if there's somebody else that's offering a similar product that I would need to replicate and or maybe even get an insight of what the traffic is. So this is what I do: is I open up all the pages. Sorry for those that are paid for advertising. And then I look at the questions people are also asking, like, what is the menu management system? Find people asking this. What are the advantages of a menu management system? Okay, these are the advantages. Useful in recipe management, no more typing errors, being consistent, standardized, categorizing. So that it just solves all these problems, which are all listed here. And this will help start crafting the content, because if you go back to Chef Max, that's all we have, just like a paragraph and a couple of bullets, which is fine to get things going. But if you really want to rank on the top of the search engines, you need to be rich of content that relates to this topic. So the best way to do that is, like I said, you go into Google AdWords or Google, and you unpack the questions that people are asking, and from there we can start learning more and more about the actual tool itself and what those benefits are. What is the purpose of a food management system? So the purpose of a food management system is to ensure the food is safe to eat, so on and so forth. So there's quite a number of overlapping solutions that this client offers. Like if you have a look at the Chef Max, then you go to Invincible System. This is like a fridge monitoring system that enables businesses that are keeping products cool to keep them, at the right temperature. Otherwise, they run risk that it's going to cause some issues to the end user. So that there's level of compliance that these people need to meet, and this system will enable them to do that. So how great is that? Sensors, all of this high-end technology that can be used for a restaurant, a restaurant that be in a kitchen, in a hospital, in a bar, at a high-end restaurant. So the list goes on and on. So the amount of problems that this business is solving are quite unique and different. But if the client doesn't see it, you might as well not have anything online. It just won't bring any attention to you. And this is where businesses fall in the trap of having to try and manage it using word of mouth, and that's not an easy thing. So we can see the overlap in products, and we can see who we're talking to. The next thing we're going to do is see who's talking to that customer really well, who's solving those problems, so that people can feel like, yeah, these people are talking to me. So we got these guys, hospitality CRM, which is really maybe something different. Like it helps manage the customers, the data, the relationship, all wrapped in a hospitality CRM. These guys, yeah, maybe they help you manage your newsletters and your seating arrangements, and very different to what this client needs. So we're going to ignore this because I don't think this is a good fit. And we're going to go to this site here, which are going to tell us which software they think is the most relevant to that search phrase menu management software. So we've got Market Man. We've got Yodek, Fimble. I'm going to open a few more of these, and we're going to see what is actually happening here. So, cloud-based restaurant management system, easily control your restaurant inventory. Market Man gives you the tools you need to manage your inventory, supplies, orders, menu, costings, and all in one place. So this seems pretty similar in the solution that they provide. They probably don't offer as much as Soft Logic does, but I think that we can definitely start by looking at these guys, what they're doing, where are they advertising, how are they advertising, how do they talk to the market, and then work back from that. So what we can see immediately, these guys are offering their service over on Capterra. Capterra is a good way to get software out in the marketplace so people can rate it, and Capterra themselves rate the software, and they make money doing that. That this is how they make their living, is by authenticating software, putting it out into the marketplace, talking about it, allowing to share reviews so that others can talk about it. So this might be a good way to get into the marketplace, just to gain that authority really quickly. And then, of course, is to reverse engineer some of these guys that are talking to your customer specifically. And then you want to look at, when you're looking at websites, you don't just want to look at the website itself. You want to see what activities within the website. So if their activity's high, meaning they get a lot of social posts in there, they get a lot of articles on there regularly, this is a company that's very proactive, and it's going to be very hard to beat. So you've got to keep that in mind, that if you're going up against big whales in the marketplace, you just need to throw more at it. So we're going to try and see if there's any other page that exists here. And it doesn't seem like it. Let me have a look. Look at the homepage. And that seems to be coming up. So they do have a website, and what we can see immediately is they got a blog. They're talking to different people, different solutions. So this is a very comprehensive website that has all of those bits and pieces that a customer would need to make a decision. So I'd be looking at this as a good reference or a good starting point for what you should be aiming for. Or if you offer solutions that are complex, what you should be looking for. And the type of keywords and how they sprinkle their keywords, restaurant management software, inventory management, purchasing, ordering management, expense tracking, multiple units and chains, cookbook software, recipe management, vendor payments, so on and so forth. I guess what that does is that it talks about all the problems that the customer has in all in one place, all in the website. And when you do that, Google notices you, and you rank highly, and that's basically what you're trying to do. And the next thing we can do is have a look at their blog, see how many articles they write, how often they write, because that's going to help with the organic rankings. So what we can see is that they have several blogs on here, and they're updating them regularly by the looks of them. This feed just keeps going and going and going. And then the next thing we want to do is just have a look at the headlines. Actionable strategies for managing restaurants remotely. Is that speaking to our target audience? If yes, then great. We've got the content, we know. If not, then maybe it needs to be tweaked. 5 actionable strategies for managing restaurants, hospitality. You might be more specific, like say franchises or chain stores or clothing stores, or when you can speak to your ideal customer specifically. I said clothing store, but I meant like something like a hotel or a restaurant in a bar maybe. So that's where you need to start thinking of the ideal customer and how to write to this audience. So they had the word remotely in there, and that might be a key issue that people have. They need to manage their staff remotely. So this will start helping you unpack and unravel how to speak to your ideal customer. And there's just a ton of articles here for you to reference off. And we could go and look at others like Fimble and what their value proposition is. And what we do is we lay them all together and we look at them and say, okay, well, this is the value proposition that Fimble brings to the table. This is the value proposition that this other company brings to the table. And what about our product? What does it bring to the table? And if there's something unique, like it might be managing dietary special needs, and that's unique to our product, then that's great. We need to mention that very quickly, and why we focus to fix that problem. And the next thing would be like if we have sensors on ours where we track, monitor fridges, then this will be the best place to start talking about that, because people can say, hey, this is where I would use this solution versus others. So we're doing the work for them, so to speak. And I would continue to go down this path until I feel confident in coming out to the marketplace and offering them a different solution. And then I have the message suited to my ideal customer. And that's when you will notice things take off for you. So I thought to put this video together because I've been asked by a company to help them, unpack and unravel how they would market their business, and I thought this could be a good share for others. And I had a look at the keyword planner as well, and I'll show you that now as well. So if I look for menu management software, and I type in the clients. Let me just go to this. Chef Max. Copy that URL, paste it in to Google Keyword Planner, and see what comes up. So as we can see, menu management software, we get on average 10 searches a month. But what Google's telling us here is that this traffic is on the rise. It's up and down. So there might be a reason why every so often the traffic goes up and down. But what we can do is start adding more keywords to this list. So menu management, that could be another keyword. What do we got? Restaurant management software. Enter. So we're starting to build that list. That list is starting to go up now. Like, as you can see, there's broader terms in here, but they're still relevant. Restaurant software, best restaurant management software, restaurant system software, menu management system, restaurant management solutions. So these keywords are just starting to get really, really bang on. And when you look at the traffic, now we're talking, right? Now we're starting to add more and more to that growth, where all you really need is a couple of hundred searches per month. And if those keywords are bullseye focused on the solution you provide, you can get really, really good value for money. And I'm guessing as well, with a click cost of, like some of these keywords are getting $40 a click cost, $48 a click cost, $13 a click cost. This is absolutely insane. So I'm guessing that this is also an opportunity for you to consider doing some SEO work, like I showed you, writing some articles. If you wrote 10 articles on restaurant management software, that would get you on the first page. If you wrote another 10, that might get you on the first 10 listings. If you wrote another 10, you get in the top 5. And if you continue to do that, in a year's time, you're number 1 for restaurant management software. in Australia, people that are looking, business that are looking here can click on your advertisement and come to your website, and off you go. The rest is history. So I hope this has been helpful, and message me, let me know what your thoughts are, and if you can, like this video, and until next time, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day.